Well, I was trying this new one for Vivaldi that Dennis uses, and I thought maybe it's something to do with that, but it wasn't.
No, it was my microphone. Yeah, I forgot to flip the switch. So, how you doing? Good?
Good, can't complain. Doing that new software, GIMP things, and learn some things and that, so it's interesting.
Okay.
But then I get confused and frustrated, and it's like, fuck, you know?
Yeah. You learn how to use it, and then you forget how to use it. Yeah.
And I write a little bit of notes down, but I try and remember it, not follow my notes.
Yeah.
Stick with me, but we learned some new stuff this week as well, so it's cool.
Oh, okay, good. So you've been spending a lot of time with Dennis then, kind of going through stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, because he definitely is. He spent a lot of time with it over the last 6 months or so. So he's learned a lot, and you guys are probably learning a lot by working together too. So yeah.
Well, I found out today one of my files are too small.
What was that?
Because on the GIMP or the other one, the dark table, I didn't change the quality to 100. It was at 90.
Okay.
And I didn't see that, and I said to Dennis, something must be wrong while I'm doing this. Just do one. I'll watch it go through. So we watched it go through, and I noticed the 90 quality being 90. I said, what's that? He said, that should be 100.
Huh.
So my print should be okay this week.
Okay, so you had to just go into your the settings on Darktable probably and set the quality, and then that would export it, right?
When you export it, yeah.
Okay.
It's at 100.
Okay,
yeah,
that's interesting.
Sometimes the files are going to be too big and need to come down, but the ones I'm doing, 100 is okay, and just leave it at that.
Yeah. That's. I was looking. I was playing around a little bit. I did just one photo up today, but I think I kind of defaulted kind of what the presets are. Yeah, base curve. Yeah, you got to find the size. So was it in Darktable where you had to change the export size? Probably. Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
You know what? I've done so many stuff. I get confused which one is.
Yeah, I know. It's.
Oh no, here he is.
Hello, cuz.
There's the Gimpster.
Stop following me.
Sorry about that.
How's it going, Dennis?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good. We've got to talk about you crazy people over in the UK here doing all that, all going out and partying in large groups. I don't.
Yeah. I went down the beach.
That's what I thought. I mean, they were showing the picture of all the people on the beach, and I thought I saw an old bald guy with the Speedo on. I thought that maybe might have been you on the beach.
Yeah, I doubt it very much.
Was that close to you or in general area?
I don't know any old guys do.
They still go naked on the beach at Brighton.
Oh man,
Yeah, Brighton's got a nudist beach. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. They showed a picture. They were saying British citizens ignore orders and crowd beaches, and it just I don't know what it was. Some on the south coast, I guess, where it was just packed front to back, left to right. I mean, completely full of people.
Yeah. Well, I want to know that on the nudist beaches, you never see any pretty young girls walking around naked.
Oh no.
They always seem to be on loan from a galactic zoo somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the way it works. Yeah, it doesn't do any good to go to the nude beach.
No. If you go to a nudist beach, that's you expect a Greenpeace ship to drop anchor, coming back in the water. You know.
How's it going, Wes?
Pretty good. How are you all doing?
Good. Doing well.
Oh, your face changed color. It looked like you had a suntan like your burn.
Yeah, this camera keeps resetting to the defaults for some reason. It's all
the colors.
messed up. Yeah.
Are you still using the 80? Yeah.
No, this is the Logitech 920.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't looked. I was going to upgrade the webcam before the whole pandemic hit, and I haven't looked in a couple months. So I'm wondering if it's back on stock yet. I don't know. I think it was the Brio. Was it the Brio 900 or whatever that one was? It was supposed to be pretty good.
I haven't heard of. I haven't looked at webcams in years, so I don't know.
I hadn't either. I just started looking at them in February, and I was like, "Oh, I'll get one of those in March," and then
So what are you doing? A webcam for tonight's showing, or is it on the camera on your computer?
Mine, I use my webcam. I've got a 5-year-old Logitech webcam that I use.
Right.
And Wes has got probably one that's just as old as mine, probably.
Yeah,
Barely HD, not even that, not even full HD, I don't think.
So it's not on the computer then, you attach it to the computer.
Yes, yeah, it's a USB, it plugs into a USB port. I just have it sitting on top of the monitor. So
you can stick them on eBay, because when I looked at webcams, it said next delivery date end of August.
Yeah, they're just out of stock. Yeah, everybody bought them to do all the work from home stuff when they had the shelter in place. Everybody that didn't need one before all of a sudden needed one, and they got bought. So we got the big news. We were talking about it last week, and sure enough, on Wednesday I saw in my stream that Olympus is no more. They got bought.
It's all over.
Yeah. I guess they'll still support the cameras, I'm sure, but
yeah.
Well, I keep getting emails asking me to buy more lenses and cameras, and they give me a discount on shipping if I buy up more than $100.
Yeah, they announced the sale to a private equity firm, if I remember right, that essentially just bought. All they're going to do is concentrate on medical imaging, which is where most of that's where the bulk of their business is in medical imaging. And then I guess the private equity firm bought the patents. Is that what it is, basically?
Nobody knows for sure yet. They haven't announced what their plans are, but that's what they've done in the past. Is when they bought companies, is they're just buying IP. Yeah,
buying the intellectual property and then do something with it. Yeah. So
is Panasonic still in business, because they still make Micro Four Thirds?
I think they are. Yep, they still are. So who else would do micro? Panasonic and Olympus. Those are the two big ones. Nobody else did it, I don't think. Right?
No.
That company YI.
Okay.
Did them.
4/3.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what we don't know for sure, but I would think they would still support Olympus for a while, but they're not going to be coming out with new cameras and selling stuff. So I'd imagine for anybody that has Olympus gear.
So do you think 4/3 is fading out, or what? There's a fade.
I don't know. I mean, I don't see a lot of new entries in it, probably. I mean, I think it'll still exist. I mean, Panasonic will probably stay in it. Well, of course, we said that last week. Well, Olympus will stay in it for a little while. That's not going to go away. And 3 days later, so we better not say anything about Panasonic, because
might be here next week.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't see the format totally going away, but and the cameras are good. I mean, they're good quality cameras.
I'll get some good prints of it.
Oh yeah, no, it's good quality stuff. I just don't. We're not going to see new development in the space, though. It's just going to be what it is, and people will keep the cameras as long as they keep them, and then when they look for something else, it'll probably be a full frame mirrorless.
Do you think 4/3 is going to be disappearing, apart from people already have?
It's probably going to be an orphan. It's probably going to be an orphan format. Yeah, I think so. Which is, I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible either, because you got your camera last year, right, James? So you're going to keep that camera for a few years at least, I would think.
Yeah. I don't plan to buy too many more lenses. The lenses I've got are 3 lenses. I use one only, and that's a great lens, and I've got good photographs out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm not in a rush. But as I said to Dennis before, I'm not going to buy too many lenses because I like the full frame.
Yeah.
Getting the bokeh out of it and stuff like that. You don't get it because with the 4/3 lenses, you got to double it. It's a 1.8. It's a 1.4, 2.8 kind of thing. Yeah.
You got to get a 0.9 in 4/3 to get a 1.8. So, so there'll still be lenses sold. I mean, Panasonic sounds like they're still going to stay in the game for a little bit. So there'll still be lenses. There'll be third-party lenses for a while, but. Yeah, 5 years from now, you're probably not going to be able to buy a new Micro Four Thirds lens, I don't think.
Well, I look at it this way. It's not like I'm a professional charging money and all that. No, I'll stop doing the charging time. So to me, it's a hobby now, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not either. I mean, I've had my cameras for my Olympus for 4 years. I'll probably keep them another year or two. They still do good. And like I said, my plan is to maybe next digital camera would probably be a full frame mirrorless. So maybe generation 2 when generation 3 comes out. So another 2 to 3 years, something like that.
Yeah, don't forget, with Panasonic still in the market, your Olympus lenses fit Panasonic cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're always going to be able to sell the lenses.
Yeah. As long as Panasonic stays in, which, so far they are, but they could announce tomorrow that they're selling. But I think we're probably okay for a while, for a little while. So, yeah, that's a surprise, but maybe not completely surprising. Yeah, I mean, they've been kind of struggling for a few years anyway. I mean, they haven't done once. Their big thing was the point and shoot. They pretty much had, I don't know what share they had of the point and shoot market, but they had a pretty big share of it back at the beginning, especially. I mean, and then
I imagine they'd start lowering the price of their lenses just to get rid of them.
They might, yeah. You might be, if there's a particular lens that you want, you probably will be able to find a good price on it. Yeah,
they keep sending messages out, emails and everything to buy the lenses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. No, there probably will be some deals on brand new lenses, especially. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's an opportunity if you're looking to buy a new lens. But you just got that new one, 45. James. So you're pretty happy with that one, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, I mainly use the other one. I always forget the bloody names of them. The first one, that's my favourite one.
Yeah.
When we see that picture of the dog I put up, I was shot just behind me. I opened up the blinds, let light in, stuck him in the chair there, and where the panda is, and took 5 shots, and then I got that shot. So you'll see the results in a minute.
Okay. All right. Good. So that was the big camera news that Olympus is technically no more. They're gone. And then I guess did I see something about Canon delaying the release of the
I don't know,
the R5 and R6, or
I think the announcement's still scheduled for early July, like July 9th or something.
Okay. All right. So week after next then probably. Okay.
Even though everybody knows everything about them already.
Yeah. They just need the official announcement, and then it'd just be a matter of when they start selling them, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you got. Oh, okay. So you inverted. So this is okay. I just saw you post this one. Cool. Well, we got a lot of images to go through too, so that's good. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see. Although I did see something about the regular R is got a price cut. Did I see that?
There's a rumor that there's going to be a price cut
down to like 1,200 or 1,300 or something like that.
I think it's going to be down to 1,500. It's 1,800 is the list price right now.
Okay.
And it's going to be down to 1,500.
Okay, so that's almost a 20. That's almost a 20% cut. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So hopefully that'll trickle down to the. I'm kind of hoping to get a refurbished one is what I would prefer rather than a used one.
Okay. Yeah. So you still get a warranty.
Right.
Factory warranty. Is it a 90-day warranty? Is that what they give?
They actually give a year on their refurbished stuff.
Wow,
which is really nice. Good. Yeah. And a technician has actually had their hands on it, so I feel better about buying refurbished stuff.
Yeah. You actually, they might be better than brand new because that technician actually checks it out.
Right.
There's probably less issues out of the box with a refurb than there is potentially with a new out of the box.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll probably drop it. I mean, if that price drops, you might see a few months the refurbs be down around $1,000 then. Yeah,
the refurbs are about 1,400 right now. So for the body only.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Another 20% cut there would get you down to like 1,100. Yeah. So you're getting in that potential.
When you buy a refurbished one, don't you feel better off just buying it new because you're not saving too much money?
You save several $100s. I think it's a good bit of money. It's enough to buy.
Usually, refurbs are usually about 15 to 20% less than new.
Yeah, but it's a refurb. It's a used one.
But like Wes was saying, someone actually looks at it and checks it out before they send it back out in a refurb. So, I mean, it could be something as simple as just like a scratch on the body or, that type of thing. I mean, I bought several refurb. Well, actually, the OMD that I bought, the first Olympus, was a refurb, and I couldn't tell. There was nothing. There was no scratches, nothing on the body. It looked perfectly new.
Yep.
So, and that's the way it is for because most of the time, if there's any major damage and they'll just sell it as used somewhere, they'll sell it on eBay or something like that. But if it's 95% of good or better, then they're gonna fix it and sell it as a refurb. So it's a good option for sure. Definitely on lenses too, lenses and camera bodies. So definitely something to check out. I know Wes is going to be looking for that here in a few months. See if the the refurbs go down to $1,000 or so. Is that the magic price? $1,000.
Basically, yeah.
$9.99. Smash that buy button. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think you'll probably see that before the end of the year, Wes. I bet. I think once the new cameras come out and there's been a couple months and you kind of get into the pre holiday season, we'll start pushing the new ones and the old ones will get pushed in the back a little bit. So good. Anything else? Any other camera news or anything like from anybody? I was pretty busy this week with work, but I did manage to get out and do a few things, but not much beyond that. Other than the humidity outside, go out and immediately start sweating. Is that like that for you now, Wes? Walk outside.
Yeah. How was the dust storm there?
What dust storm?
Some hazy. We had a little bit of hazy sunsets. That was about it. The Godzilla cloud. That's what they were calling it, right? The Godzilla. Did you guys get it affect? Was it pretty visible for you?
Yeah, it was very visible here.
Okay. Did it
Lots
change
of dust on the car?
Okay. Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we didn't notice any of that. We just noticed a little bit haze and different color in the sunset.
The only thing I've got here is rain. It started to rain this afternoon. It's still raining now.
Oh, okay.
That cloud maybe is still on its way.
I don't know if I think it was going to basically come up through southern Georgia and then curl back out towards the coast. So you might not have gotten anything at all up there, James, in Charlotte, or very, very minimal.
I don't think. I haven't noticed anything.
Yeah, looks like the heart of it kind of came through Florida and southern Georgia and Louisiana. It kind of came in and curled around and went back out. So, which I guess they said happens every year. It just this year was a little more than normal.
Yeah.
It was on our news. It said that they're shutting down large chunks of Florida again. Is that right?
Probably, with the way the cases have been spiking like crazy.
Yeah.
They haven't. I've been back at work for 2 weeks now, so I don't know how that's going to have to work or anything. But yeah.
Did they do anything different at work there to social distance, or was there?
Mandatory masks? Like all our meetings are still on Zoom. We don't have real meetings or anything. So
okay, right.
lots of sanitizing and stuff like that.
Okay, all right.
And everybody.
How many people can go on Zoom? Like when you're in a meeting, how many other people are on that meeting? Is there a limit?
For an organization like ours, I don't think there's a limit.
Yeah.
Nobody's on the screen.
No, you see like rows. You can have it displayed however you want, but there's like a kind of like a sidebar like we have here when we're doing like the photo share. But you can scroll through it kind of to see all the people's cameras.
Yeah. The free version of Zoom gives you 2 people can have unlimited time. 3 people or more, you get 45 minutes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you pay for different pricing levels, they bump up the capacity on that. So yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, Florida is kind of reshutting. Well, they're not really shutting down, but they're enforcing. I guess the governor gave the individual mayors and local officials the ability to require masks and that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Florida.
We've been under a mask requirement since the beginning here in this county.
Okay, whenever you go out in public, basically.
Any enclosed spaces.
Okay, so any store, anything you're going into. Okay, so they're not requiring it if you're out for a run or something like that.
Yeah.
So all those crowds in the protests, I bet they regret being there now.
I think there's probably was some spread, but they're saying, and who knows? I mean, it's one of those things where do you really believe them or not? But they're saying, oh no, apparently crowds outside didn't really spread the virus. It's all the stuff inside. And I'm like, the stuff inside probably spreads it more, but you can't tell me that 1,000 people yelling and screaming outside doesn't spread the virus as well.
Yeah.
So it's one of those areas where they don't want to. You kind of come in PC stuff there. They don't want to talk down the protest to a certain thing, But yeah, I mean, it is worse if you're inside. No, they said, where was it? Was it Texas or somewhere that it was so hot and humid that a lot of the protesters went inside and met, and then that was where they had a lot of spreading because it was so hot outside that they're like, it's too hot outside to protest. Let's go inside and protest. And they went inside, and hundreds of people got it. So it's
next weekend, our pubs and restaurants are opening again.
Oh,
yeah, and they said that if you go to the pub, you've got to leave your name and address because if anybody becomes ill, then you're going to trace everybody who was in the pub.
Okay. Yeah. So are they going to be required to wear masks when you're in the pub or restaurant?
There's some real weird stuff. They're saying that you can't go to the bar and order drinks. You have to like text them in. And then,
okay.
Then they're going to deliver them to the table, and you can't pick them up.
Okay. Yeah. That's been the thing that has closed in some states. They might have done it in Florida. I know they did it in Texas, Arizona. Arizona has gotten a huge spike.
Yeah,
but they closed bars and clubs because that's where a lot of the spreading is younger people, people under the age of 30 or whatever, just going out and crowding in, and then most of them don't get it. They're asymptomatic, but then they go out and spread it to everybody else. So,
yeah, there was I can't remember what country it was. I think it was Germany. That it was more than 1,000 people in a big factory got it, and they shut the factory down, and now they've shut the town down.
Yeah. No, it's
close the doors and let them stay there for 14 days.
Yeah.
Quarantine in the factory. Yeah. No, that's just going to be the reality until we reach whatever qualifies as herd immunity, whether it's so many people get it or people get a vaccine or some combination. So
yeah, they're doing away with the 2 meter rule. It's going down to 1 meter from next week.
1 meter. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed all the people on the beach in southern England were observing the 2 meter rule. I could tell.
Yeah, I tell you, the ones around the corner here, they must be well upset because all the car parks were full up. So they decided to park along the main road. And I counted 24 parking tickets on the screens as I'm walking along. Yeah, it's got penalty notice and stuck on. And it's like £60 a time for parking. Yellow line, yeah.
Little revenue generation project there. Generate some revenue for the township.
Well, the council getting rich.
Yeah, they'll be voting themselves a raise for next year.
Yeah, so they make so much money on the beach.
Yeah.
They could. If they die, they haven't got to pay it.
Yeah, well, you guys have had relatively warm weather for you, right? Last week or so.
It's been really good. It's cooled down now, though.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's interesting. And I heard Boris's veiled reference to the U.S. He said, in other parts of the world, cases are spiking, but he didn't say it was in the U.S. So we're not going to be like them or something. Yeah.
Well, he said that they're starting this restaurants and pubs and all that, but if there's a spike, he said they're just going to shut them straight down again.
Yeah. they're going to open up next week, and by the week after next, there's going to be a bunch of them that are going to be closed again because, well, maybe 2 weeks after that, because everybody's going to pile in, and people are going to get sick, and then week to 10 days later, they're going to get sick, and then they're going to go, close it down.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the restaurant owners because what one guy was saying that 90% of their takings is overheads and costs, staff's wages, and he said if they can only have a third of the people in the restaurant, they're not going to survive. You know, it's just, they're going to go out of business.
Yeah. I mean, most restaurants I know. I know some restaurant owners here in the States, and they depend on over 75% occupant. I mean, they need more than 75% of the tables full day in and day out to make money consistently.
Yeah.
So if people are like, well, if you're only going to limit me to 25 or 50%, I might as well not open because I'm just guaranteed to lose money. So I'll just stick with doing takeout and that type of thing.
Yeah, that's what one guy said, that if they only operate on 25% of their normal turnover, then staff are going to get made redundant, and share. Half of them are going to be laid off.
Yeah. So,
it makes you think about what kind of profession you want to get into in case this happens again.
Yeah. Well, my son's had notice from his company that he'll know by this week if he's going to be sacked because the government stopped paying the 80% wages, and they're reducing it down to I think 60%. But the firm you work for has to make up the difference.
Oh, so they have to make up the 40 then if the government goes down to 60.
They have to make up at least the other 20 to.
Okay.
So now they're saying his company said that their orders dropped from 4,000 orders a day to 10. You know, it's like catering. So they're going to go out of business anyway. You can't possibly pay your staff.
No.
You get 10 orders a day when you used to have 4,000.
You have a 98% drop in business. That's not good.
No. And of course, most of the offices in London are still shut down because a lot of them are working from home.
Mm-hmm.
So no orders for lunch.
Yeah. So the government making up the pay ends. Does it end July 1st then? Is that when it ends?
I think the 80% ends, but it's going to be. I'm sure I read it was going to reduce to 70, then down to 60.
Okay.
Yeah, I think by October it's going to end. You know.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And the Second World War.
Yeah. Here they are doing the federal government gave was it $600 for anybody that's unemployed or furloughed? They did a bump of $600 a week in addition to the state unemployment because everything here is done by states. So, and that's supposed to end July 31st.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting. I see that getting extended some way or another, probably, because there's no way that things are going to be back to normal by 30 days from now. So.
Yeah, but the more people who have caught this and survived it, then obviously you'll get the herd immunity.
Yeah.
Less and less people getting it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it'll eventually get there, but they're saying I guess official cases in the U.S. are about 2.2 million, 2.5 million maybe, and some people have said, well, that's only 1/10 of who's really had it. So if you do that, then that means 25 million people have had it.
Yeah.
That's still less than 10% of the population. With 300 million people, we've got to have 150 to 180 million people that have either had it or vaccinated against it. So it's going to be a while.
Yeah, my daughter, my daughter's a nurse, and the hospitals checked them to see if they've got the antibodies.
Yep.
The people have already had it, but she come back with no antibodies, so she's never had it.
Huh. Or at least as far as the test is concerned. But didn't her boyfriend have it?
Yeah, and he's come back with no antibodies as well.
That lets you know that the antibody test they're giving false negatives then, probably.
Yeah, because he got tested by the hospital and was positive that he had coronavirus and was off work for 2 weeks. We had a bit of a cold,
Yeah.
Yeah, at least he had
So
some.
he gets tested and says you have the virus, so you can't work, and then he recovers from that, and then they test him and say, oh no, you never had it.
Yeah, that's why they're giving him the antibody test, but he hasn't got any antibodies in his bloodstream. So,
Yeah.
is the test wrong? You know, or,
It's probably a little bit of both. Yeah, it's and all the people I see everybody here lining up to get tested to see if they have it, which is good. But all that proves is whether you have it or not at that particular point in time. That doesn't say anything about the next day.
yeah.
Whether you get it or not.
I'm going to have a test done on
Okay.
6th of July.
Okay.
The reason for that is I've got to have all these blood tests and this test done because I'm going to have surgery on the 9th of July on knee.
Oh, okay, you're going in for your knee. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah.
So I have to have a virus check. So
Okay.
Yeah.
the good
So
thing
that makes sense if you're going in for surgery or medical procedure, but you see people waiting in lines for 13 hours to do a drive-through test to see if they have coronavirus, and then it takes typically 48 hours for those kind of tests. Takes at least 48 hours for them to get the results. So even if they're positive, or even if they're negative, it's only for that one moment in time. So by the time the result comes back, they could be positive because they went home and so it's
Yeah, well, my daughter said that she lives with a guy who was positive, so she expected to have had it, because it's so highly infectious. But now they're saying both of them have got no antibodies. So
okay. And did she have any symptoms? Was she ever sick or feel?
She had a cough in January, a cough and a cold, but she reckons she already had it, but now that no antibodies says that she hasn't. But how do you keep your antibodies in your bloodstream?
There should be, but it's new, so they don't really know for sure yet. I mean, that's the question.
Yeah, or did it just not show up in the test?
Yeah, because maybe they didn't have a big enough load. It wasn't enough to make them really sick, so it's not enough to, the response wasn't enough to leave enough antibodies to show up in the test. It's crazy. All right, well, let's jump into the images here because everybody is. After James posting a picture of the hot chicks last week, people decided they wanted to do some more. Let's see which one we got. Yeah, this is the one. There we go. Okay, good. You guys can see that. So,
yeah,
this is the last one from last week. We're good there. So that, and then and we got Simi back at doing his. What's he say? Waltzing in the shallows. Watching the sky warm. So this was 1 second shot. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, okay. There's a boat out there. That's kind of cool.
how many images did he put out there? It seemed like a lot.
Yeah, he posted quite a bit. He's been pretty busy. Did you see the one he posted on, is it Instagram? You guys follow him on Instagram? He posted one of, and maybe he shared it here at some point, but it was a gorilla sitting full, and he called it man spreading. The gorilla was just sitting there. And I was like, whoa, look at that. You got some good comments on that one. It was a good shot. It was a good shot. Okay. Move. Oh, to Nove, I think. Oh, typo, Simi, got to correct that. The water is barely seen to Nove as the clouds fill the sky. Yeah, that's nice. So this must be, what time of day was this in the evening? In the morning. Digitized, 5:19. Okay, so it must be morning. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah. Up early. Yeah, he's posted quite a few images here.
Is there a limit to how many we can put out there?
I think I set a limit to the group of 20 a day or something. So Nobody's reached that limit yet. You can do 140 a week if you want, James.
No, not really. You'll be bored of my pictures. Not again.
But yeah, I think it's more limited by the rule, the admin rules of the group, whatever group it is you're posting the images to. So, I think my Flickr Pro renewal comes up in July, and I'm not renewing, so I'll be going back to the free plan in July. So I changed that last week. So I think I'll still be able to do groups and everything. We just might see ads, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah, I created groups before I had Pro, so
yeah. I think we should be good.
It's not a problem.
But it's $59 now, $60 a year now.
Do you actually get ads? Do you?
I don't know. I haven't. I've been on a Pro plan for 5-6 years, so I guess we do. Do you get ads when you view, James, on Flickr? Because you don't have a Pro subscription, do you?
No, I just signed in and that's it. Signed up. That's it. I don't see any ads.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, I get spaces, black spaces saying ad, but
okay. But you have an ad blocker, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got ad blocker on. I've got everything on here.
Yeah. So there you go. So you're seeing the ads. You're just not seeing the ads.
Yeah, exactly. I prefer the black screen. It's obviously more interesting than their ad.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, so he's obviously, he's got a long exposure there for the color, and this was 5:37 in the morning. Yeah, so about 20 minutes after that original image. So the sun's coming up, and as he calls it, the burn. Feel the burn. Bernie Sanders promo. Feel the burn. All right. Nice, Simmy. Then we got some intentional. His Alien Worlds project. So did he say he posted a couple from the same group a couple weeks ago? Did he say it was water? I think he said it did. I think he said it was water, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you can kind of see that a little bit up here. Yeah. Interesting. 0.4 of a second. F22. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely gets some interesting images, but yeah, it's a challenge to get them to come out the way you want because you're moving the camera. So a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
There's another one. Same one. Huh.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, this one is neat. He's got that. I'm assuming he's moving top to bottom or bottom to the top or something. Everything's kind of extended along the. Or it's been side to side and he could have flipped it.
What is it supposed to be?
I think this is along the water somewhere. I'm just because I remember him making a comment a couple weeks ago when he posted a couple other images that looked similar to this as far as the colors and that type of thing. He said, yeah, it was water.
It's whatever you see is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Some of this stuff is. I spent a lot of years not jogging my camera, trying to get these kind of photos.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly it. Yep, and it's. Ooh, this is really cool. This almost looks like does that look like a jellyfish or something?
Yeah, that's like a jellyfish.
Yeah, looks like or it could just be an alien in space. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did you see? Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, it looks at that shape up here. Yeah, it looks like a jellyfish. That's neat. That's a neat one. I really like that one. So it's 0.4 of a second. Yeah. Middle Beach, Madison, Connecticut. So I'm assuming it was along the beach. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now we're back to normal images.
Yeah, that's okay.
89 seconds. Yeah, he just very distinctive style in a good way, as far as what his images look like.
Yeah, I mean, if Simi hadn't put his name to those others, then you wouldn't have known it was him.
Yeah.
You know, you think, what is this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's neat. Yeah, I think it would be neat to live near the water. You could definitely get some interesting. Okay, so we know he's back to this. This was later in the morning, I'm assuming. 5:30. Yeah, 5:30 in the morning. Yeah. All to myself, yeah, because everybody else is sleeping. That's why.
Yeah, he's got some nice scenery where he is because we haven't got any rocks around here. Most of our beaches are just like mud.
Yeah, using mud, and West being down there, it's mostly just sand as well. There's no.
You get a lot of pebbles on your beaches, don't you, Dennis?
Well, we have got some rocks, but they were put there as break up the tide, you know, because of the sea defences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not natural. They're not like down in Cornwall. So this is like right down south in England. So you can find harbours and nice clear water. You know, it doesn't get cloudy. You can see it. Yeah.
Well, you were in Vancouver, weren't you, Dennis? So did you see the coast over there, the western coast?
Yeah. I went out to where the ships go across to Vancouver Island. North Vancouver. Went across the Sound and travelled the park there. But the water was quite nice.
Yeah. Was it? Are there a lot of rocks along the coast there, up there?
Yeah. It was. If I remember, it was rocky. It's got stony beaches because my daughter was like paddling in the water there, but it's in the Pacific. But quite nice.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
I think Canada, lots of trees.
Oh yeah, but that whole northern, Central California north along the coastline of the Pacific is all similar to this. More, there's some sand, but there's a lot of rocks too. So you get some very interesting beaches. Yeah,
I think all the cruise ships were going out of Vancouver to. They were going up the Inside Passage, is it? What goes up to Alaska?
No, I haven't. My parents did, and Frank did when he was on a couple weeks ago. He had those pictures from that cruise. I think is what he did too. They go up the Inside Passage up to Anchorage or Fairbanks or whatever it is up there.
Yeah, because some of the pictures I've seen were people up there is the ice fields. You know, where you get right up the top.
That is very. That's something I'd like to do. I haven't done it yet. This is. Okay, Altered States 4. He's been watching too many science fiction movies. All right.
Yeah, this looks like he was sticking his camera up in the sky.
Yeah, this does, doesn't it? Yeah,
could be
looking up into the blue sky. Yes. Ooh, this one's. Yeah, that's neat. You get the little dots, I'm assuming, with the trail. So probably individual blades of grass or plants or something along the water.
Yeah, see, he's not here to tell us. He should put what they are because it could be the Mars lander.
What it looks like, it should be like his photographs lately should be in an exhibition. So when people stand there going, what the fuck is it?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, this just looks like a magnification of something.
It does, yeah. Probably rocks, I would think. You see some of the texture there, and then like rocks along the water.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing. It was a 4/10 of a second exposure.
Electron microscope, COVID-19 antibodies.
Yep, up close. The antibodies. Wow, You know, he said a couple weeks ago that he had a bunch that he wanted to look at, and these were all 3 weeks ago, basically. So yeah, he's been finally getting to them and running through them. So yeah, very.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Microscope view of his jumper.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It could be any number of things. If you didn't know what he did to create it, you're like, what is that? An image of.
Yeah, I suppose if you had them all mounted on a wall in an exhibition and you're walking along, then I get comments, but I don't know if anyone would you buy one to put on your wall?
You know what? Someone will buy them because they think you can't tell what it is. It's art.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it does. I mean, they do have interesting kind of textures and colors and that type of thing. So yeah, I could see people buying this. It would have to be in a specific, to go with a certain thing, in their room or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely abstract.
Yeah, the only thing you can say is it's unique because
Mm-hmm.
you won't be able to do it again.
No, never. Yeah, there's no way you could.
It's one off. Yeah.
You could do it. You could have the camera in the same scene 1,000 times, and each one's going to be different.
Yeah.
Because you'd never move the camera the same way, even though you think you do. Yeah. So it's unique. I mean, this looks like kind of a blurry close up of of rocks. And this was 0.4 of a second. So yeah. Another one.
I want to know how you got 281 faves.
4,819 views, 4 groups. UFO. Oh, there we go. He's posting it in the UFO group.
It's an Explorer.
Yeah, it's an Explorer too.
That's the reason then.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the reason right there.
Yeah, some of the Explore criteria. I was trying to read how you get your photos in Explore, and quite a lot of it's based on how many faves you get in a certain period of time.
Yeah.
Huh.
What triggers it? The algorithm what chooses.
And it's the percentage of people that look at it that favorite it also, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you got to post it in the right groups to get noticed quickly.
Yeah, because Simmy's got quite a fan club on his pictures anyway, hasn't he? So he's going to get a lot of views.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that follow him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes a big difference.
Oh, I can see this. I know what it is.
Yeah. I tried not to move the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, unusual, but there you go. I took a Leica 90mm, and I think this came out really sharp.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, that was wide open at f2.8. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That's the max for that lens.
Yeah. That's nice, yeah, because it's all color right, and you got a little bit off to the side in the back, so it does a nice job of kind of separating it.
Yeah, that was the color of the flower as well, because I thought it was really unusual color.
Yeah, it's like, is that fuchsia? Is that what the color is?
And that, I don't know, the plant itself, I've just planted loads of them. They're like dahlias, all different types,
Okay.
Some are called pom-pom, They're grown in the garden. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, there's lots of different varieties of those. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay. So you did is this a filter in GIMP?
This is GMIC.
GMIC. Okay. Yeah.
Pretty hard to do.
Yeah, it's very hard to do this, isn't it, cousin? Yeah, you have to turn the camera at a certain speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is just the 12 filter in GMIC. and the picture is a flower.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you can tell what, yeah. Well, it looks, it's neat because it looks like this little section here is kind of spitting that almost, yeah, that's neat. You stick the image, applied the twirl filter, and off you go.
Yep, I said then just framed it up with a green frame around it to try
Mm-hmm.
and blend it in.
Hmm.
I thought I'd try it that way because it seems to be more successful than chucking my camera up in the air.
Yeah. another twirl here, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, this is a crop of a daisy.
Okay.
Right. I twirled the picture, which had a black frame around it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this was the outcome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can you modify the amount of twirl of the center, because this is much more
Yeah, what you can do is,
definitive than the other one.
yeah, this one was a nice, really sharp picture.
Mhm.
It's about a 300% crop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I cropped it into like a square image, and then I had a black frame around it,
Mm-hmm.
a thick black frame, and I left the frame on, and I twirled the whole picture.
And then framed it again. Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and what I did do is I twirled it twice.
Okay. Yeah. So this initial in here is twirl, and then the frame
No,
on the second one.
I actually twirled the whole picture twice, but it just looked too tight. You know, it made it fan out completely. So
Okay.
yeah, I preferred this one. It looked like an image.
Okay. Yeah. It didn't totally.
Yeah, it obliterated the flower really, right? Now this one, see, I've done this one specially for Joe. Right, because if you look carefully in the middle,
Oh, there's the moon. Yep.
yeah, there's a moon.
There's a moon in the middle.
Yeah, now this is 2 GMIC filters.
Twirl and something else.
What this was it was a picture of a flower.
Okay.
I used I think it was an Andy Warhol filter.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Into 6 separate pictures of all really vibrant colours. Then I twirled it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I had to clone out the middle because it was a bit of a mess, and that's why I put the moon in.
Okay.
The joke.
Yeah, that's funny. So you did the Andy Warhol, so it's separated into 6 versions with different colors, background. Is that what it did?
With really exaggerated colours, yeah. And then I twirled the whole 6.
Oh, okay.
That's where you're getting all the tight, colourful lines coming around.
Okay. Neat. That's a neat idea. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could go crazy with it.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many filters in that GMIC that you can.
Now, yes, if you see in the bottom right-hand corner, that's the flower I took a few.
Oh, okay. That's the original.
So I put it there, then I twirled it, and that's how it comes out. Looks like a big sucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's neat. Gives you an idea what it originally looked like before you did the filter.
Yeah, I thought it'd be easier to see it there than to scroll back a few pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put it on a few weeks ago, didn't you, this picture?
Yeah, I think you did, didn't you? Was this like your neighbor's flower? Is that the one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that's neat. It gives you a frame of reference of what it really looks like versus.
If you go back a few weeks, you'll see the whole picture. It looks better. Then you go back to this, you'll see the difference.
Yeah. Okay. Neat.
Now, this is the dog that stayed with me.
Oh, okay.
And he went home yesterday, but Friday night, now you can see I've got a chair behind me. I put him in the chair behind me and took photographs. Took 5 photographs, and I like this one.
Whose dog was it?
My friends.
Friends? Okay. So they were out of town. Yeah.
They went out of town.
Okay. Cute dog. Like it. and he posed at least for a little bit.
Well, Ernie would like to meet him.
Yeah. And it's about the same size as Ernie. Yeah.
Can you click on it?
Yes. There you go. And you can see You can see you in the background there in his eyes.
What happened was I had the blinds opened up, and then
Yeah.
I turned around because I had enough light. And then
Yeah. Oh,
shut.
yeah. He's got a little bit of an underbite.
Yeah.
That's a neat dog. Is he a young one or older? Or?
I think he's 5 years old. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. So he's middle-aged then for dog. Yeah.
It's not the first time I've watched him. I've watched him before, but he's a great dog.
Yeah. Looks like he's a terrier mix of some kind, huh? Looks like, yeah. Neat little dog. So this is Gmic.
Yeah. This one was a Gmic filter called Flower.
Flower, okay.
And it actually was a flower picture at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
This is what it did to it. Yeah.
Huh, okay. So if you put a picture of like a pizza, it would turn it into a flower then, I guess.
Yeah. It seemed to turn the image into a flower itself, you know.
Yeah, okay.
And then I just used the Gmic frame, which does the colours from the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Did the flower of the flower. All right. So here's Jose. This is Sherman Stevens. Whoever Sherman Stevens is, but built in 1887. Like the sunset. The flowers in the front. This was taken 20 millimeter. Yeah, wide angle.
Watches this lot. All these weird pictures we're putting up. You must think we've all gone crazy.
Yeah. I got to bring it back to sanity.
Yeah.
That's a neat.
I like it. It's crooked, isn't it?
Yeah. I think, he's got to do a perspective correction, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe he wanted to leave it like that, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely needs to.
It's going to cut off the top of the.
Yeah, he's going to cut off the wind vane.
Yeah, let it go like it is.
Yeah, he probably tried it. Yeah, I would bet, and then like, he wanted to get the whole thing in. Yeah.
It reminds me of the Bates Hotel.
Okay. This looks like it might have been turned into a bed and breakfast because you got this other building over here. Oh, it's a Remax. There's a Realtor. Yeah, that's the Remax Realtor balloon right there. See that was?
Yeah. You can buy this place.
You can buy it. There it is, the Remax. It's 228 West Main, 8th floor. Okay, it looks like some offices in there. Yeah, yeah, it's a nice house though. And whatever it is, doesn't say where it is. Probably down in Southern California.
Yeah, I don't know where Sherman Stevens is.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it's near Sherman Oaks. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. This was in my yard. Now you have to figure out why I called it Anguish.
Was this your 50th attempt?
Yeah, probably. Do you look in the middle?
What?
It's like a little face.
Right.
They look like mine, and the rest of it's swirled around.
Yeah. So this is in the corner of our front lawn where there's I don't know what this is, an azalea bush, I think, and some pine straw. And then this is one of those little flags they stick when they're marking where the utility lines go.
Yeah.
But I did this just to kind of see, and then when I opened it up, I kind of like you, Dennis, when you had that thing in your ivy.
Yeah.
You got this little face here, and it looks like somebody, just in total anguish going. And I went back out to see, see now it's just, you look close.
Yeah.
But, when I went back out to look there, and I couldn't see it. So it's an artifact of the motion, So, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I could never find the face again the next day in the ivy.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this was just a result of, basically I was spinning the camera as I pressed the shutter button. What was it? An eighth of a second. That's all it was. But yeah, kind of weird. Yeah, that's my contribution here.
Just twist the camera or turn the focus on it.
Then that was just twist the camera. So I just kind of set my wrist, started turning it, and pushed the shutter button. So I was about halfway through the motion of turning left to right when the shutter went off.
Right.
So I focused on the flag. I hit the focus on the flag and then spun around it, but it's impossible. You can't keep there's no way you can keep your camera oriented on the same spot as you're turning it freehand. So
what F number did you have it on?
this was F16. That's the best I could get, given the light. It was fairly bright. I don't know what time of day this was, maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. So it was pretty bright. So I couldn't go any slower because then it would just end up blowing out. Hey,
Yeah.
How long has Joe been in there? Hopefully not too long. How long you been waiting, Joe?
Oh, forever.
Man.
No, just a couple minutes.
Okay, all right. So we're going through our twisted motion images. So this was the slowest I could get, given the light and the fact that I didn't have an NDF filter, neutral density filter. So
Yeah, but at least you had a big depth of field to play with.
yes, yeah.
So you would have to, without an ND filter, you're going to have to play around either late at night or heading into dusk or dawn. One or the other.
Yeah, this was middle of the afternoon, and this was under partial shade in the front yard. So I had not full sun. If I would have stepped back 5 feet, I wouldn't have been able to get it because it just wasn't it goes to F22 with anything less than a
no charge.
a 30th of a second. So it was literally just a matter of a few feet of where I tried to focus that I got this, and this was the slowest I could get given the light. So yeah. Oh, we got to go back. Did you see the special one that Dennis did for you, Joe?
No,
Okay.
I'm looking through the group right now.
Yeah. So you got to look at this one.
Oh.
Now look in the middle. What's that in the middle?
Yeah, what is that? Is that a shopping cart?
No, it's
What
the
is
moon.
it? Oh.
The moon in the middle.
Nice. Very nice. Yes, thank you, Dennis.
It hasn't got a moon or a shopping cart.
Yeah, it's not a photo. That's right. Yeah, you're darn right. Yeah. About time you put a real photo up here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
With the decent frame around it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I like,
these
from
these
the
motion
aspect
things
of
are interesting. Yeah.
keeping it fresh. You know what I'm saying? From
Uh-huh.
we can, seems like we can thank Simeo for, this latest trend in the group, but it keeps it fresh, man. It's keeping it interesting. So once you start looking at things through that scope,
Yeah.
you can reshoot everything you've ever shot. But hell, Mark, you could actually do this in your house and get same results.
Yeah.
You could do it in your office, really.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Put the camera right up here in front of the screen and
Yeah, if you're worried about filters and stuff, I mean,
Yeah, you could.
you could just do it in the house, You might be able to even get good enough on your tripod, just moving it sideways,
Yeah, you
side
could.
over-
Yeah, just kind of free rotate. Yeah, go left to right.
Yeah. Or if
So
you have a ball head, you might be able to, if you had a ball, depending on what kind of head you have.
Yeah.
Not bragging, but just you could do it.
You can rotate it. Yes.
Yeah, do that off camera. Whatever you're doing to your head, do that off camera. But yeah, you could. It seems like you could, put your camera on, especially if you had a ball head. You could really play around with that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
For that matter, you could use your camera phone, actually.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. So was this the invert of the image you did last
Yeah, I didn't change anything. I just inverted it.
Okay, so you took this one and then inverted it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like the inverted one.
Yeah.
Dennis suggested that last week, so I went ahead and did that.
Oh yeah. It's got a very
Yeah. I prefer the invert. Yeah, that's really all the subtractive colors. They're unusual. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool on a metal print or something, maybe.
Yeah, that would be. That would be. Yeah. Do that in a big metal print and hang it on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. See now, Wes, that one worked out really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No.
Yeah.
How many of you guys have printed in this year at all?
No.
Nothing
You
this
have?
year.
Oh, you have, James? Cool.
Yeah. Because I've got that dog.
Oh yeah. Yep. Did you get? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's fantastic, man. That's great.
Yeah.
It's,
That's a good one. Yeah, that was a good. That's a good portrait.
then this one. Now remember Joe the flower? The flower was like, hang on.
Other way. Yeah, there you go.
That's see, and that is all. And you actually have like a book going to. You know, that's funny because I have a lady friend that I've been hanging with. I don't know if I'd call her a girlfriend yet, but I mean, we've been spending a lot of time. So I literally just went through. I've had 2 books, and I told her the reason you had a book was to make an impression on people. Now, we never know how. Like I make a photo here. I can edit it. I can create the photo, edit it, post it online, but I never quite know how you're seeing it, right?
Yeah.
You could be looking at it on your Android device that's 5 years old and it's cracked all over the place. I mean, I don't know how but if I have a book like what James has right now, and I'm showing it to you, I know exactly how you're seeing the photo because it's printed. It's
So
printed.
there was the flower.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody awkward this is. There's the flower. Then this week I turned it. So it come out like that.
Let me ask you, James, have you shown that book to anybody? And furthermore, have you not only showed it to, but what would you say is their reaction compared to like looking at it on a tablet or on a phone?
Sometimes they like it on the computer. Sometimes they do like the print. In fact, a lot of people do like the print. Like because I've taken pictures of the neighbours' flowers and I give them the flowers, the picture.
Yeah.
It was practice for me, and they've loved it. They go over the moon.
Yeah.
The impact of an actual physical print is still very powerful, and even more powerful because nobody does it.
Yeah.
So the impact, especially seeing them like he's printed them. I in my book I have them 8x12.
See,
Yeah, see, and that's lovely. That's really nice.
Okay. Yep.
Then I've got pictures in.
Inside. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I love that you've printed. That's fantastic. It is the impact. And I used to carry one of my books. I had 2 of them put together like that, and I'd carry one of them in my pickup because my pickup's always with me. And if we start talking about my portfolio, I'm like, well, hold on a second. I got, they're like, well, send me a link and I'll look. And I'm like, no, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I'll get my book. And the impact of someone flipping through your some physical photos is
Make a big difference. Yeah. Definitely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get all
off. One, Wes. That would be interesting to try this on a metal print. I would think.
Wait a minute. I noticed Wes has a print behind him now. Is that a recent one, or did you just kind of move that?
That's very old. It's for some reason it's whiter today than it's normally been.
Yeah.
I don't know if StreamYard did something or what.
Yeah, mine is whiter as well. Yeah.
That's you've had that one for a few years, right, Wes? I think.
Yeah, I think I took that in 2015 or so, and I've had it printed since then, basically.
Yeah, I think this one of the invert flower, that would be interesting on them. I think metal would be a great, or glass. Those one that was at Fracture, that company that prints on glass. Yeah. Bayphoto will do it on glass too, I guess.
Yeah, Fracture's here in Gainesville. So.
Oh, okay.
Are they?
You like this one? This was taken years ago. It's black and white.
Oh
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Yeah. No, that's yeah, I have not done as much printing as I should do. That is for sure.
Yeah, there's something about black and white pictures which is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, there definitely is. That is for sure. Yeah, I think that one on metal would be very interesting, Wes. I like those colors.
Yeah, that invert you done, Wes, what was it originally?
It's an avocado tree.
Oh.
And you did that by, was it zooming in and moving? Is that what you did?
Mainly just zooming in, I think.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You just zoomed in on it as you did the exposure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's the original, and then go back to the invert. Yeah. Completely different.
Yeah, the inverting the colors sometimes makes a really good image.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very interesting.
What one do you prefer, Joe?
I like the invert. Yeah.
I do. Yeah, the
Purple and the blue, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like a really see-through curtain, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I could see that. Yeah. Like a good see-through fabric or something. Tie-dye. It looks kind of
like
tie-dye.
a close-up of like a tie-dye in a real light fabric, like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
A super exaggerated Hawaiian shirt. Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
And all the colors, every color's subtractive. So you got the lot in there. You got the magenta.
Mm-hmm.
It does literally look like material.
It does look like material.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. This here looks like texture. Yeah.
And in this fun, like, Sim takes a couple of photos, decides to actually post his camera tossing, and here we are in this whole new genre, keeping it fresh and and now inverting colors and taking it to another level. That's the beauty of photography, isn't it? Like one person can have an idea and capture it, and then we're in a group like this, and and this is Wes's spin on it, right? And it's and ideas just blossom from there. It's fantastic.
Yeah. No, that is the fun part about it, because it's all it's like we say, 20 people can take the same shot and have totally different results, because just the way you look at it, the way you expose it, the way the angle, all that makes a big difference. So so next week is 4th of July weekend, which is when we celebrate our freedom from those nasty Brits.
Yeah, from those people.
Now, I think they've exacted their revenge, because the EU has banned travel from the US, right? We're not allowed to go back.
Do you know what? We got you in the war, because when we emigrated, we got the day off.
I've got a lot of people are taking that's kind of a traditional time to take a vacation in between, after the 4th of July.
Yeah.
But
unfortunately, where in the hell are you gonna go, and what are you gonna do? And
I stay home.
I mean, honestly, I Mark knows I was doing a bit of traveling before all this stuff started. I have no desire to go anywhere. I really don't. I don't have. I'm getting offered $35 one-way fares from Southwest Airlines, and I'm like, oh well. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go anywhere else, other than to the store out of necessity, and have to wear a mask all the whole way. Like, and what's going to be open, and what when you go on vacation, what do you want to do? You want to eat at a different place and sit at a restaurant and walk around and see the sights and do this and that. And, what are you gonna do?
No. Okay. Guess we'll stay here.
I guess I'll go to someplace else and catch the virus. You know what I'm saying? What else?
You can still do it, Joe. You just got to do it in a spacesuit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Your own little bubble, right? Yeah. I don't. Am I alone? I don't. Everybody I
No.
talk to doesn't really have.
About the only trip we'll take this year is to go visit friends out of state, but it'll just be us and them. So it's not, and they're doing the same thing we're doing, which is hanging out at home and, trying to avoid being in large crowds anyway. So, and we won't go anywhere. We'll just hang out at the house and eat and drink and, make occasional runs to the grocery store and liquor store. And that'll be about it.
Yeah, you're going to go somewhere. I'm going to go to Florida and hang out at a hotel. Like, that's going to be my.
Yeah,
I can do that here.
They're not open yet. They decided to delay opening. So yeah,
it's just, So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's very very interesting. Yeah. So this is like my brother said. Like my brother Paul said. He says, "Yeah, this is just kind of going to be like the forgotten year. Not really do anything. It's 2020 is going to kind of come and go. We're going to have this virus thing, and then." Hopefully get back to more normal life in 2021. Yeah.
The year we don't speak of, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that happened in. Oh, yeah, we don't talk about that year.
You think they changed the year? On the 31st of December, they're saying we're going to do 2020 again because it was cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just. Yeah. This is like a leap year.
We're going to redo it the right way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We might actually literally. We might actually, for once, be able to buy a shirt that says "I survived 2020" and mean it. Like, if we might actually, instead of it just being some cliche, we could actually mean that we did really survive 2020.
Yeah.
Who knew on the first of the year that we were saying, oh yeah, we're going into 2020, man, it's going to be a great year. You hear the records crash. Right? Like, It took like another 45 days, and here we are all in self-quarantine, for Christ's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a webcam, and we're all doing StreamYard.
Yeah.
This is how we get along these days. We're besties now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is definitely strange. That's for sure. Yeah, but it's strange, but I'm kind of getting used to it which is not a good thing. I mean, we've been doing it long enough now that it's kind of becoming sort of normal.
It's the norm.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the reality. It's the reality. And it's gone past, what do they say? It takes 6 weeks to make a habit. Oh, we're well past that. So we're well along that road. Now in Arizona, Joe, have they shut down pretty much all the bars and restaurants again?
Well, the bars, yeah. I mean,
bars and clubs are closed.
Yeah,
now.
The bars never really did quite open.
Okay.
But there were some quote bars that just went open anyway, sort of thing. Yeah. And then you've got people like my freaking neighbors that throw these stupid parties. They just had a party last weekend. You know what I'm saying? They have everyone named Mama over there.
Yeah.
With all, there's just so much of that going on. I feel like there's a fatigue. Like people have stayed home for so long, things opened up, and that gave people back a taste of their freedom again, and they just are fatigued. They're like, you know what? If I get it, I get it, and screw it all. I'm gonna live my life.
Yeah.
Almost like people that know they're gonna get cancer but continue to smoke, or whatever else it may be.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I've got fucking the worst diabetes you could ever have, but yeah, I'm gonna still eat this cake. I mean, the doctor said if I have one more drink, I'm dead. Salute. Right? Like we all know these people.
No. Well, I think a lot of people just think that because they did their thing for 4 weeks or 6 weeks that now it's done. We did our thing. We did what we were told to do, and now it's over, so we can just go back and.
Modelo special.
There you go. So I thought maybe you'd be drinking Corona. No.
Right? Yeah, Corona. Yeah, no. I actually did I bought quite a few beers from south of the border, meaning South America, and quite a few more beers in my beer shopping today. A lot of South American beers, and that I haven't seen, and Asian countries as well. So I bought like Vietnamese beer. I bought Thailand beer. I bought craft beer from Spain. Have not had craft beer from Spain. I've had big beer, Bach, the
Super Bach. Super Bach, yeah.
I had that from Spain.
Budweiser of Spain, yeah.
So this is a 7.5% ABV beer from Spain. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, now you got the Super Bug from China.
Yeah, I've got some Lucky Buddha. I've got Lucky Buddha. I bought that. Of course, you had to buy.
Lucky Buddha is great because each glass looks like a Buddha. I mean, each bottle looks like a little Buddha. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But the Vietnamese beer, all the Asian countries, you expect them to be, as opposed to the stuff that I got from south of the border. I expect those to be bitter, have that typical Mexican lager sort of taste, which is typically kind of bitter. But I expect the stuff from the Asian countries to be kind of sweet, quite frankly.
A little sweeter, yeah. These are the rice. They use some more rice than Interesting.
So. Very interesting. I finally bought my first Bourbon County Stout that I have not bought it in ages.
Oh, you've never? Oh, okay.
I've not never bought it. I just haven't bought it in ages. They had a few bottles of the 2017 variant. So I bought 2017. So it's already aged 3 years.
Yeah. Oh, that's excellent beer. That's a fantastic beer. Do you get that down there, Wes? Do they distribute down in?
Yeah, I've never actually. I don't think I've ever had it. But I just because it comes in the store and then they sell out like instantly.
Yeah. If you get a chance, try, and even the regular Bourbon County Stout is just very, very good. If you like that kind of bourbon barrel aged stout, very
well.
very
and we've been hearing a lot better things about it as well. Some of the variants there for a few years were not really good.
Yeah,
and they improved, so it's inspired me to get some.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's good stuff. So next week, I guess we will do a show. Maybe not going to be, you're not going to St. Augustine, I'm assuming, Wes, for the fireworks this year.
No, not the fireworks. I don't know. We may go over there just to hang out, but I don't know.
Yeah. I know everywhere around here is kind of canceled fireworks.
Yeah.
You know, Atlanta did, our local city.
Yeah. Apparently Jacksonville is having their fireworks still.
They are? Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to be really crowded, I'm sure, then.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you don't want.
Yeah.
This is, what was it? I saw something that was going to be, they were going to put on a concert, like a festival, and it was supposed to be for young people. And the title was going to be like what was it? Relating to just spread the disease festival or something. They're just going to get a bunch of people there just to go and just everybody just spread, everybody just get the virus. Yeah.
There's some of that idea going around, right?
Yeah.
Where some people really are thinking, like chickenpox, like, let me just go get this thing and get it over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you can get shingles.
Like getting something like that. No, it doesn't work like that, kids.
The same thing. Yeah.
This is like put a bullet in the chamber, spin, and good luck, right? Like, no, this ain't.
It's not quite the same.
This is more like Russian roulette, for Christ's sake.
It's got a wider range of effects. Yeah.
a much wider range of effects, and unfortunately, you might not know that you lost.
Yeah. I'm more than happy not to have to spin the barrel for a while. I'll if I can avoid it until there's a vaccine, I'm good there. That sounds like a good plan for me.
Yeah, you're just much better off not getting this damn thing.
Yeah.
You know what? The one of the guys from work that did get it, he goes to church, man.
Mm-hmm. And he got it from church?
Yeah, he's a very religious guy, and he got it at church.
Probably, yeah. That's one of the biggest. It's been one of the biggest spreaders has been churches because they're singing and all that.
What some like my uncle's a preacher. I don't know if you guys know that, but my uncle's a preacher, and so my uncle has told me, he's like, some of the preachers in the area just refuse to close their churches. They like, well, their opinion is, at least the preachers that my uncle knows, or their opinion is, hey, what have we been talking about all these years? Are we going to believe in our faith or not? And I'm like, well, the big man also gave you a brain and wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does God not believe in wisdom? I think so. Like,
Yeah.
because one of his other preacher friends refused to close his church, says that they were going to trust in God and they were going to pray about it and all this and that, and kept having church sermons, and he got it and died.
Yeah.
He's one of the deaths here. You know, and
it's yeah. I mean, that's unfortunately been one of the bigger spreaders, and a lot of people that churchgoers are an older demographic usually. I mean, more old people go to
typically,
church,
right?
young people. So that's the demographic that gets affected more by this generally than younger people. The two groups, I guess, that are most opposed to wearing masks are those under 30 and those over 65.
you know what?
The old people are like, no, it's whatever. They're grumpy old men. They don't want to wear it. And then young people are like, I don't care. I'm not going to get it. That type of thing. So
it really, you can see a definitive line where it really escalated with all the protests.
Yeah, the protest, and everybody just getting out and about. Yeah.
Joe, on our TV over here, there was a Russian doctor interviewed on the way into a church in Russia, and they said to her, do you think it's wise going to church with this virus? And that? She turned around and goes, you can't catch it in church.
Oh,
that was the Russian doctor.
Yeah.
If that was true, we'd all be in church, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We'd be sprinkling. We'd take baths in holy water, for Christ's sake, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not that simple, man. People die in church regularly, right? I mean, we have to use some wisdom, is what I told my uncle.
I walked into some Peter Road and I started smouldering, so I come out again.
Yeah. It's a little warmer in here. Oh, yeah. Well, everybody stay safe this week. Enjoy the fireworks if you can. Don't keep your social distance, though. And we'll do a show next. We'll be here next Sunday. So if there's any firework or 4th of July or Freedom from the Brit images that you want to post, we can tease Dennis and James a little bit. That'd be good.
That's I mean, have you noticed that in all the countries that used to be part of the British Empire, as soon as the Brits left, they have a civil war?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are having a show next week, or?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. That is the plan. So we'll be here next. Yeah, because 4th of July is on a Saturday. So yeah, we'll do something on Sunday.
So just as I know you're usually cooking something about that this time you want to get to, but I just finished some hot dogs that I made on a cast iron, fried up real nice and crispy, with some nice fresh green chili, man. And some onion. So
Hatch green chili, all right?
Yeah. Well, it was frozen. You know what I'm saying? But still,
no, you thawed that out. Yeah. Oh, so that was your relish, Hatch green chili relish.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh man,
that stuff is good. No, I've got to go to Sprouts here. Sells the Hatch chilies frozen.
Frozen, right? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just in like little 16-ounce packs, for $2 or $2.50 or something. Yeah.
Perfect.
And you just buy a bunch, put them in the freezer, you take them out. They thaw in an hour or two, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Chili is, and it's good for hot dog. Now I'm getting hungry, Joe. Thanks. Actually, I don't have anything cooking. I've got to figure out something to eat. But
I was wondering, because you're usually trying to run out of here and get something.
No, I don't have anything. We had, last night when the power went out, I was cooking. I was cooking pulled pork in an Instant Pot. And it was like 45 minutes in, and then the power went out for 5 hours. It's going to go to. But then the power came back on. It was still warm. But I had to finish the cook. Finish cooking it and then wait for it to cool down and shred it and put it in the fridge. So I ended up having to stay up past midnight for that to happen. But we've got like 4 pounds of pulled pork in our refrigerator. So
So
I think I'll have some of that.
it's going to be pulled pork everything right now for a little bit, right? Yeah.
We had some for brunch today. We had it with eggs today, and I'll probably do
Nice
some out and put some barbecue sauce, make some barbecue sauce, put it on, and just heat it up in the pan.
Oh, did I tell you about my Korean egg toast stuff I've been making lately?
Yeah, you showed a video of it.
Oh my God. You know what? It's insane. It's insane. You know what, man? I've been watching these stupid Korean street food videos, and them cats use they use everything with eggs. They do everything with eggs. It's insane.
Oh, yeah. No eggs, sir.
The simplest little thing, scramble a couple eggs, put it in the pan, and throw your toast on there, your bread on there, and then flip it, and then you just flip the whole damn thing, and then it makes into a sandwich, and you can put whatever you want to in there.
You flip it and then fold it in on itself, and you end up with a sandwich. Yeah.
Oh my God, I could not stop eating the damn things. They come out so delicious, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, what?
Yeah.
You know, this is nuts, you know. So some of them I made real savory with different hams and bacons and whatnot, and then some of them strawberries and cream cheese.
Oh yeah, no eggs,
syrup.
Or you can put anything on that stuff. I mean, eggs go with anything. I mean,
it was like a little French toast sandwich, really. Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna have to try that. It looks like the secret is just to have a pan big enough that you can fold everything over and flip it over.
Right.
Fold it in on itself at the end.
Yeah.
Make yourself a fried egg sandwich with toast.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's the thing. Like I've made
one of my favorites.
I've made fried egg sandwiches for ages.
Yeah. Smash the yolk.
And the way they did it is like I had a V8. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like.
You know, that is a good idea. You just mix the eggs up, put it in, get it cooking, put the bread in, and then fold the egg under, and then fold the bread up on itself at the end, and it's done. Yeah,
it's and it's so fast. You better have everything ready. You better have everything.
Yeah. That stuff cooks fast.
It cooks fast, and it's just like you put it in, bread, flip the bread. You know what I'm saying? Flip the whole thing. It's like you're making an omelet at first, and then you flip one end, flip the other end, flip the other end, flip the other end, flip the toast on. I mean,
fold it over. Done.
Butter everything to death, and then done. So it is.
Put some green chili on it and be done.
I mean, you could put anything you want in there. Oh my God, you can't stop eating the damn things. It's insane.
All right. Well, speaking of eating,
right? Yeah.
Everybody have a good week. Stay safe and healthy. And don't go to the beach, Dennis. I know all your. Like I said, we saw that picture of the beach being full, Mark.
One other thing. You know what? Instead of Wes, check this out. Check out the way I went this week. Instead of buying 5 records for this week, I bought 6 plants. So instead of plastic discs, I bought plastic plants.
So you're gonna put plants in your listening room then?
I've got plants around the house now, and I kind of like it. Tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying? It kind of ties in stuff. Some of these fake plants from Amazon look damn good, man.
Yeah. Do you water them?
Huh?
Do you water them?
Yeah. Do you? You know what? I have some other fake plants, and they're kind of dusty. And my lady friend, she was recommending. You know what? She goes, you know how to clean these? You actually just put them in the shower real quick and wash them off. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's hilarious. Water the actual fake plants to clean them. That's hilarious. Water.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about them. You just dust them off occasionally. You know, when you're vacuuming, you just put the brush on and vacuum them off.
Yeah.
Good to go. Yeah.
I love fake plants, man. I can't kill a fake plant, I don't think.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, enjoy your fake plants, Joe, as you listen to your vinyl.
Yes, I'm trying to get new tubes for my tube amp.
Oh, you ordered new ones, huh?
No, I'm looking into it. I'm having a hard time with my kind of pre-tubes, those little tubes.
Oh yeah.
I'm having a hard time, but I'm going to order some of the adapters on Amazon, on eBay.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, mine is still sitting in Hong Kong, so it should be here hopefully within the week. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh God.
DHL has it, so we will
So nice. Oh God, it's so nice.
Hopefully it shows up in time for the 4th of July, so I can have my own fireworks and listening room.
Oh yes. Yes, let's hope. Cross fingers.
We shall see. Fingers crossed. Never know though. But I get a message saying, yeah, it's a little slow due to the coronavirus. Things are slow coming out of Asia.
Now I'm so excited for you to get this thing. The minute you put some vinyl, or you've got a disc player too, don't you? You have
I do. I have a CD player. Yeah.
The minute you put a source into that thing and you listen to it, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is the answer, son. This is it. I don't want to hear anything else ever in my life." They're absolutely right about tomorrow. I promise you.
We'll find out. I'm looking forward to it. We shall see.
Oh.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully it shows up this week. If not, it'll probably be like October or something. So.
And breaking them in and everything's fun. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all this stuff is highly addictive. Highly addictive.
Well, Wes has got to get listening. He's got a few records to listen to.
He's got a couple, yeah.
There's one or two there to listen to.
Yeah, there's
a few. One a day. Well, let me see. One a day. Yeah, you could listen to one a day for probably about 12 years or so.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I'm like, even if I listen to one a day, I've still got years and years and years.
Yeah, oh my God, you do.
Stuff.
You could probably
all this stuff that I'm still listening to. Like this is the collection over here, and these are the stuff.
Okay, so the stuff in the one on your left is
the white one there. Yeah,
the lighter color. That's the actual what you're listening to.
And that's not counting the other 1,000, 1,200 that are in the guest room.
Good Lord.
And then the ones behind you on the oak color cabinets, those are the ones that you've never listened to or you listened to already?
Those are the ones I've listened to over here. This
Okay.
one I've listened to already that are.
You ever listen to them twice?
Yeah.
Because you'll never make that year mark.
Sometimes I'll listen to them, I listen to them when I buy them. So a lot of these I have listened to, but I'm still working. I kind of like to do a critical listen before they went over here.
Yeah. You try to. Yeah, you give them a quick listen, sort of thing, just to test the quality of the disc, sort of deal. Mm-hmm. But you're not giving it that sitting down, having a drink or whatever it is. Good critical listen, yeah.
And then you decide whether it stays in the collection or if it goes, Right. The vinyl, that's the Vinyl Survivor series.
Yeah,
that James and Dennis you should subscribe to and see.
I'm telling you, we need to do one of these on music. I'm telling you, Wes.
Use the original Survivor TV series. No, Vinyl Survivor.
Oh man, yeah. And now you have Dolby Atmos music. Mark knows I've been listening to Dolby Atmos, which is different. Depending on the genre, I think it's a gimmick. Depending on the genre.
Yeah.
For electronic music, pop music, okay. But even then, it's like how, it's interesting.
Yeah. I could listen to it, but I never tell because all I have are two channels anyway.
Two channels, right?
And processing any of my stuff.
Yeah, you need to have at least a 5.1.2. Yeah, at least what I'm saying to at least get in the ballpark, or 5.1.4. It would be at least more beneficial.
Tell difference. Yeah,
I don't have Atmos, so can't do any of that. Just have regular 7.1 stuff.
Okay, just a regular 7.1. Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. Well, enjoy. Have a good week. Yeah, we'll be back here next Sunday. So
sounds good.
See you then.
Stay safe. All right.
Bye, man.
Later.
Peace out.
I'll give you a call in a week, cousin.